Hi, my name is Allie Canning, and I'd like to tell you how design thinking and ExperiencePoint have encouraged me to regain my creative confidence. Coming from a family of analytical engineers on my dad's side and creative artists on my mom's side, I find my happy place in the middle, where I can both analyze and create. This led me to study both finance and marketing at Butler University. Currently, I'm in a finance leadership development program at Johnson & Johnson, which consists of 2 one-year finance rotations within J&J. Last year was my first rotation and also my first step into the real world after university. In an accounting-heavy position, I didn't feel that I could utilize my creative side because corporate finance didn't really want creative accounting. So I channeled my creative energy into visual communication and developing my visual language, which resulted in this little guy. I made a brochure which featured this visual language, minimal words, and a little design thinking. Even if my coworkers thought my drawings were goofy, they made me happy and it allowed me to bring some of my personality to work. But visual communication, though it was fun, I didn't feel that I was generating enough value with my creative abilities. I worried that I was losing my favorite side of myself. Approaching the end of my first rotation, J&J gathered all of the people in my program for one of their FLDP trainings. During this training, we had a session on design thinking, a session called Experience Innovation, hosted by ExperiencePoint and facilitated by Luke Brody. After the session, Luke and I talked about design thinking, my brochure, and ExperiencePoint. Luke's passion for what he did was admirable and contagious. I wanted to feel the same excitement as he did about the work that I was doing. Luke left a business card with me that had the little EP character on it. The same character that I later saw on the website wearing a little superhero cape. I further educated myself in design thinking using ExperiencePoint, IDEO, and Stanford D School. And what I found is that people were using their creativity at work. And this, for me, the little EP superhero stood for the freedom to express oneself through design thinking in a business setting. And I wanted to do the same thing. So I got involved in design thinking at Johnson & Johnson with the help of Luke, and was tasked with experimenting on what happens when we schedule time for creativity and innovation. I facilitated a session with some of my coworkers to go through the ideation process, and I realized how ExperiencePoint had empowered me to utilize my creative self at work, whether it was with my teams or for other teams. And because of ExperiencePoint and Experience Innovation, I have rediscovered my passion for design thinking. To all of you out there on your kickoff day, keep doing what you're doing, because there are people out there just like me who still have yet to discover their creative confidence. The work you've done at ExperiencePoint to make it what it is today, through the websites, videos, and programs, has all given me the opportunity to analyze and create, just like I mentioned before. Now, I can bring my whole self to work.